So this is the next guitar we're going to put on our bench and work on. This is a Johnson Strat style guitar, Asian made. Actually has EMG design pickups. I'm not too sure what that means. EMG is synonymous with active higher gain pickups, but I guess this might be something different here. I picked this up for like 40 bucks. Brought a guy down from like 70 bucks for an originally wanted from it. I think it's a pretty cool guitar. I'm not going to make too many mods to it. Just wanted to kind of clean it up. Really interested how these pickups work. Actually currently has a got told it to me, has a acoustic guitar string on there. But doesn't sound too bad at all. I mean, it's actually in very decent shape. So again, not planning to do too many mods, just kind of clean it up a bit and kind of discover a little more about this one. Let's play around with it for a bit. I think actually sounds pretty good. Let's clean her up.
Now, time to cover. Goodbye acoustic string. And there we go.
Alright, so a couple of the strings are being a little stubborn. By the way, I wanted to get this back plate off. See what we're looking at back here. Besides some minor scuffs, I mean, the paint seems to be in real good condition. So there's zero disappointment in that department. Alright, so we got a couple strings out here, being a little stubborn. I think there might be one more. Alright, so using an Allen key and going from there, and I was kind of hammering it through the hole to push out. So I got the ball in there. There we go. Got them both out there. Alright. So that's done. As I expected, they kind of had this, what they refer to as like blocked off, or saw away as much as you can. It's fine. The soldering here seems good. It's not a huge block back there, but that's fine. We can work with that. One of the things I had to do is take off one of these suckers. Let's get them put back on. So since I had to take off the saddle to get that string that was stuck out, I was realizing that the bridge needs a cleaning, so we're just taking off all the saddles. And we're going to give this a nice good scrub down. So, some paper towel. And we're going to use some metal polish. Try to clean up this sucker. So we got this done. Already cleaned there too. Now I'm just giving the saddle some polish. Alright, next step is we're going to check the frets and see if they are good. Brand new fret rocker, and just trying to open up here. And so all I'm doing here is I'm going to pass this over three frets at a time. and see if I get any rocking. There's a little bit of rocking here. Go back over here. There's a little chatter somewhere. What was it? There. So it's this one. It's not a lot. And just like that, it went away. So the frets are nice and even. So something I'm going to address, the ends of these frets are pretty sharp. So we're going to file them down and round them out to be smoother, have a better playing experience. So these frets are actually in way worse of shape than I thought. So we're going to have to give these real good loving and detail. Because they are pretty sharp at the edges. As sharp as any guitar that I've ever had. So this is going to be a very tedious task. Rounding off these edges and getting this guitar in a better playable condition. How someone played this for years like this, I don't know. But we're going to correct that now. Alright, now our next step is we're going to go with our fret erasers and work our way up from, this is 180 to 2000. And just more elbow grease. Whew, that was exhausting. I think it took me like 40 minutes to get it all done. I'm gonna put some fretboard conditioner and oil. Come back to it maybe tomorrow, or next couple of days. And we're gonna try to actually buff out more those frets. But for sure this has left me out of breath. Okay, so next step we're going to do is we're going to actually roll the fretboard. And what that entails is we're going to actually take the side of a screwdriver and kind of compress the wood to kind of give it the feel of what the fibers would be indented over after several years of playing. This is what, when you get a custom guitar, it's details like this that actually make that guitar so expensive. Is they basically kind of give you the worn-in feeling on a brand new guitar. And it's just stuff like this. Got that side done. Now to do this side. And now we got that. We're going to get some sandpaper. We're going to kind of Alright, so we put some true oil on the fretboard, try to sand off. There's some, it's not great, it's way better than what it was before. There's some fret sprout going on that I tried to kind of minimize. So I'm just trying to clean up the guitar a little bit. A bunch of gunk underneath here. So let's see if we can get these suckers popped off. See if we can get behind them. Alright, there's some hard convincing. We got these knobs off. You can see that the original plastic from the pick guard is still there. Turning these things not a great experience. Trying to clear up as much of that as we can. So we're cleaning out these knobs with some rubbing alcohol and a paper towel. It's actually doing quite a good job cleaning up years of finger gunk that have been on here. So this neck back is actually in pretty good condition. I'm gonna do a little bit of true oil and some sandpaper and just pass that over it. See if it improves the overall smoothness of it even better. It is a little bit on the lacquery side. The hope is, with a couple layers of this stuff here, we got a nicer, more desirable finish. Okay, so curiosity's gotten the best of me. I am actually really curious to see what these pickups look like. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, moment of truth. Here we go. And yeah, there's some sort of ceramic pickup. I guess while we have this here, let's kind of see if we can get some. There. There we go. There's a spot for that one there. Okay, so there's some sort of pickup. They don't seem like they're active. They do sound good, so let's just roll with that. Clean back here. As you can hear my daughter crying in the background. Let's get some alcohol on this rag. Clean up a little bit. But the pick guard has collected some not so pleasant stuff. Okay. And put everything back. Well, that was really uneventful, but we're going to go ahead and start cleaning up the guitar. And I've kind of cleaned it off a bit with some alcohol. Took off a lot of the stuff, but we're just kind of just trying to see if we can get this a little nicer. There's some dings on it, some scratches, and that is expected. This is a Oldish cheap guitar, so that is not a problem by any means. Okay, so there we go. Got her cleaned up. I'm gonna keep the tuners. They're actually branded Johnson, so I mean I can't really put them on anything else. And to be honest, I think they did a pretty good job. I had this guitar stored for about a month or so that I tuned it up, and it kind of maintained its tune for that whole entire time span. So I think they do a fair enough job. This is locked into place, so we're not going to be playing too much with this. So I think it should be able to maintain pretty good. I'm not going to change the nut. I think the nut, it's a plastic nut, but it should be fine unless I see an issue with it. I'm going to just keep it as is. I'm going to tighten up these tuners because they are kind of a little bit loose. I'm going to do that off camera. And let's get her string up and see how she is. Guys, all around, I'm very, very happy with this. It's the best $40 I've spent so far on guitars. I'm really happy with this. It's making me fall in a little more with middle bridge combination. I'm usually a middle and neck or just solely neck, but liking these a little bit more now for sure. Kind of gets me wanted to like learning a little more Red Hot Chili Peppers, which is going to be these two pickups. So you know, not that much practice in it, but more like a something like that. That's from this style guitar, these pickups, which I've never really cared for before, but I'm finding a new love for them. And guys, I'm just altogether just really, really happy with this. It's so good.